I'm getting so angry.
I'm gonna leave this in, yeah.
Right.
Right.
No, you're not leaving that in.
I am gonna leave it in.
Not.
Greetings everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today I have a beauty related video for you today, and it is a makeup starter kit. The reason I wanted to do this was because I kind of feel like when you're young or when you're not used to wearing makeup and you go into a store, you can really be bombarded by all the different makeup brands there are and everything they've got to offer, and sometimes to people it can be a treat, but to other times it can be a real nightmare and it can be really daunting. So I wanted to make a video about some of my favourite products that I think are good for a starter kit. And I particularly wanted to make this video for people with sight loss because I feel that when you're visually impaired and you're starting to get into makeup, it's a really good idea to know what products are the easiest to use and which ones are the most user-friendly, because growing up when I started to get into makeup, I had no clue about what was the best products to use, and I had some quite bad makeup faux pas. I would have done if it hadn't been for my mother correcting me. Like before I walk out the door, she'd be like some sort of bounce of like, you're not going out with that makeup on. So today I'm going to make a video on a starter kit for people with sight loss and some of the best products that are out there for you to use if you're visually impaired. That's not to say, of course, if you're fully sighted that you can't watch it, and I'm forbidding you from watching my video. It's just saying that these products are particularly useful and they're very easy to use. So if that sounds like something you might be interested in, then carry on watching. I have here a number of different brushes. These brushes are from a brand called Real Techniques, and their brushes are really good. They're synthetic hairs, so they dry up very quickly. They're very soft and gentle to use, and they're really good for beginners, and they come in some really fantastic designs for different purposes for your face, and they're just so easy to use and I swear by them. So here are a couple of the ones that I would recommend. I have the stippling brush, which is fantastic for powder and things like that. I have an eye makeup brush, which is one of their rounded brushes for your eyes, and this is from the NYX Pix line. I have a retractable lip brush, which is really useful, and I have the Expert face brush. This thing, I swear to God, if you're visually impaired and you want to use makeup, you have to have it. You have to have this. This is one of the all-time essential brushes that you need to have in your collection. It's for things like powders and contouring and foundation, concealer, anything really that you want to use for your face, you can use it. It's like the Wonder Brush. The second thing I have to show you is a beauty blending sponge. This is from Real Techniques again, and what this is, it's a sponge. You run it under the water. When it dampens, it expands, and you can use this to dab on things like foundations and concealers if you want to, but this is really useful because it gives you a more natural effect. It doesn't give you any lines on your face. You can blend it into the hairline really well, and it's just so easy to use, and I believe this is like £5.95. I will put all the prices and the links below though, just so you can see how much everything costs. But definitely invest in one of these because it's fantastic and it's really easy to clean. Just run it under a bit of soapy water and you're good to go. Last thing for tools is a pair of eyelash curlers. I don't care where you get these from. You can get them from Primark, you can get them from Superdrug, Boots, you can get them from pretty much anywhere. The reason why is because eyelash curlers are really good for giving you a little bit of an extra boost. So if you don't have a lot of time in the morning, then you can just simply put a little bit of foundation on if you need it, curl your eyelashes out, put a bit of clear or black mascara on, a little bit of lippy, and you're good to go really. So I would highly recommend everyone gets a pair of these. Mine were from a company called Allure, padded grip, so it's really easy to hold and really comfortable, and I really like them actually, they're really useful. Now moving on to face products, I have a few in my little bag of goodies. The first one I'm going to mention today is a primer. This is from The Body Shop, it's the Insta Blur primer. It's something like £12, so a relatively cheap product considering. This is fantastic, it's the best primer on the market. It does lots of things, it helps your makeup stay in place, it smooths out any imperfections, and it just really helps to give you a natural look. It's fantastic for the evening. Next thing I want to mention to you today is the Lush colour supplements. Mine is in the shade Jackie Oates, and it's a really light colour, particularly for people who've got English rose skin. And what this is, it's a foundation kind of product, so it's not as heavy as a usual foundation, but it's very good for a starter foundation. Reason being is because they've got lots of different colours. It's very natural, so it won't damage your skin, and it's just a really nice thing to put on your face. It's very good for school and things like that. You can mix it in with a little bit of moisturiser if you want it a bit lighter, and it gives a lovely even coverage, and it's really natural looking, but it still gives you a nice complexion. It's very good for the spring as well, so I would highly recommend these. Next thing I have to show you is a highlighter. This is again from Lush, and this is the Feeling Younger highlighter. This is lovely for lots of different skin tones. It's very natural. You can use it by applying it with your fingers, although I personally would recommend using a concealer brush. And it's just a lovely, very glowy, very nice radiant look, and it's very easy to blend in. You can use it on your cupid's bow, on your cheekbones, you can use it just a little bit where you're under your eyebrows to give you a bit of shimmer. It's a very versatile product and really worth the money, and you don't really use lots of this, to be honest, so you do get lots of your money. Next thing I have to show you for face products is a bronzer, because everyone should have a bronzer in their kit when they start off with to give you a little bit of a colour towards the spring summertime. This is one by Bourjois, and it's the Pearl de Bronzer bronzer. I think I've said that right. I always say this wrong in every video. It smells like chocolate and it's very natural. It's very light. It's not overly pigmented, but it gives you a nice little bit of a sun-kissed look, and it's just very easy to use. And just when you use it with like a bronzer brush, it's just very nice and natural looking, and you can blend it in very well. And I particularly really like this one, and it's not overly expensive either. So for blush, I have gone with this product by Smashbox. This is a little bit more expensive than the other products I've mentioned because this is not a drugstore, but this is really good for people who don't really know what blusher colours to go with and want something that they can use all the time. What you basically do with this is you put a little bit of it on your hand. It's like a jelly kind of consistency, and you rub it onto your cheeks, just the apples of your cheeks, and it gives you a nice natural colour, and it blends in depending on what your skin tone is. So it's a very versatile product to use, and it doesn't really matter what shade of colour you are. You can use it if you're really light up to quite like olivey. It's just a really nice product to use, and I really like it. Now for moving on to eyes, I have here the Selfie palette by Makeup Collection. It's got a lovely holographic packaging on it. I've mentioned it in a previous video. I did a first impressions, which I'll link below if you're interested. And inside what you get is basically a little bit like the different palettes that you get, like the naked palettes, like the sort of the nude ones. There's lots on the market, but I like this one for a lot of reasons. The first being is because it's quite cheap. It's not overly expensive, and I think it's like in the £10 region, and the colours work really well. They're very versatile, they're very easy to use, so you don't have to literally like pummel it with a brush to get the colour out. It just goes onto the skin very well, it glides on very easily, and you get some lovely colours in there. You get things from very easy, versatile day looks to very evening looks. So that's it, as you can see. So you get an array of different neutral colours in there. Now the thing is, when you are visually impaired and starting off with makeup, I would recommend getting a neutral palette, because A, you've got lots of different colours to experiment with, and B, they're just easy to apply and you're not going to make mistakes, or if you do, it's not going to be the end of the world because it's not going to be overly noticeable as it would be like with a purple or something. So I'd recommend investing in a natural palette. Depending on what one you want to get, you might want to go for the naked palette, which I have and I love, but this is equally just as good, and it's a cheaper version of it, and it's quite little, so it's easy to put in your bag on a daily basis. The next product I have is an eyebrow gel. Now this is from Gosh. If you've got quite untamable eyebrows, or you just want to give your eyebrows a nice sort of finish, this is really nice to put on. Just put a bit on your eyebrows and it'll keep them in place all day. The more well groomed your eyebrows are, the more difference it makes, because eyebrows are the most important feature of your face, I think. So the better they look, the more it's going to add to your face and to your makeup in general. So this is my personal favourite one, and it doesn't clump, it doesn't make your eyebrows feel really like sticky and crusty. It's just very nice and natural and easy to use. The eye makeup product I have for you today is a mascara. This is a little bit more expensive for an everyday eye makeup product, but it is really good and worth the money, and it is the Benefits They're Real mascara. I swear by this. I've used this in so many different videos, and in my opinion it's just the best one. It does not clump, the brush is very easy to use, it's very gentle, and I've not really had lots of mistakes with it. I just find that the bristles on this are really nice. They're quite nice and small. It's not going to make you get really clumpy eyelashes, and you're not going to have to try and correct it afterwards, and I don't really have lots of mistakes with this, so it's personally for me the safest mascara I've used. I just really like the mascara wand as well. Last two things I have to show you today for a starter kit are two lip products. Now, lips is different in a lot of different people's cases because everyone's got different skin tones, and you might suit a red lip or a berry lip or a coral lip. So I just need to have a little experiment and see what different colours are out there. But I think I like spending more money on lip products because it's just nice to change them on a daily basis. So the two I have for you today is from two brands that I love. The first one is a lip gloss, and it is by Tanya Burr. I love her lip glosses. They are very nice, they're very glossy, they're very moisturising, they taste and smell amazing. and they've got lots of different really nice shades for different people, and these are just the most easy things to just whack on in the morning. You don't have to put like a lip liner if you don't want to, and they just give a nice plump finish to your lips. And this is my favourite one, and it's probably the most easy to apply on a daily basis, and this is called Chic. It is in like a nude colour, and I would just highly recommend her lip glosses if you're looking for some starter lip glosses. Now the second lip product I have, this is the Bourjois Paris Colour Boost. It's kind of like a lip crown, a bit like the chubby stick products that like Clinique do and Revlon and things, but the reason I like these is because they're 24-hour lasting. These are fantastic, they last all day, and it's like you can basically draw it onto your lips, so you can do like a nice defined edge. And I don't really make a lot of mistakes because the tip of this is quite thin, so it's just really easy to apply, and it gives a lovely colour. And this is in the shade, what shade are you in, my friend? It is Red Island. So it's a lovely luscious colour, and it's perfect for any time of year really, so I really like this one. But I've got lots of them, and I would personally recommend these sort of chubby stick products if you're looking for a good one to use, because it acts like a lipstick but it still has that glossy effect. If you're at school, you probably wouldn't want to go for a full-on lipstick, so not as in your face as a lipstick would be. So that was my makeup starter kit. I really hope you enjoyed it today, guys. Don't forget to comment below with any of your own suggestions if you have any, of course, and don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and tell me if you've got any questions for a Q&A I might be doing soon. And I hope you're having a lovely day, and I will see you very soon. Bye! Hey guys, thank you so much for watching my video again as always. Don't forget, if you're new to this channel, you can subscribe by clicking the box below or following me via the links below, and I will see you guys next time. Bye bye!